Hello students, welcome back to my channel Rachna Study Point. Students, today we will study chapter 3rd of class 10th from first flight. In this story there is a two story. First part is his first flight, and this story is about a bird named Siagul. First of all, I will tell you introduction of his first flight. His addresses to a bird. This story is written by Lime O'Flaherty, is an account of a young bird that is afraid to fly for the first time. He believes that his wings wouldn't support him, despite his younger siblings flying fearlessly with much shorter wings. He couldn't gather the courage to do the same. He was punished to stay hungry if didn't try. Thus, it was his mother that compelled him to fly by using food as a trap. The lesson reflects how one hesitates to take the first step and that fear is all in the mind. One should trust one's abilities because the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. Now, students, it was an introduction. Now, I am going to explain this chapter line by line, and in the end of video, I will also tell you detailed summary of this chapter. So, let's begin. Now, first paragraph is the young Segul was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Now, students, here is a word meaning Segul. Segul, it means a kind of bird that lives near the sea and has short legs, long wings, and white and grey feathers. Ledge, it means a narrow horizontal shelf projecting from a wall. You can say cliff. Brink, the extreme edge of land before a steep slope or a body or a water. Expanse, it means a wide continuous area of something. Now, students, explanation of this particular paragraph. The story is about a young Siagul who is at that stage of life where he has to learn to fly. Unlike his younger brothers and sister, he is too afraid to fly. When all of them went for flying for the first time near the edge of the sea, all of them except him succeeded. He couldn't trust his wings. He got terrified by the vast sea and got convinced that he couldn't never fly. As a result, he was ashamed and disheartened and thus went inside the ledge where usually he slept. Next paragraph. Even when each of his brother and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his legs unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he couldn't move. Here is word meaning flapped. Move. It means flapped is used here for a bird and move is used only for his wings. Muster means gathered. Plung means jump or dip. Shrilly means with a high pitched and piercing voice or sound. Upbraiding means scold. It means उसको बहुत डांटा गया. Now explanation. His younger siblings managed to take their first flight despite their wing being shorter than his, but he couldn't summon the courage, though he tried to desperately. He was scolded by his parents for not trying again, but he was so afraid that he couldn't even move. Now, next paragraph. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the webs and how to dip for fish. He had, in fact, seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it. Now, he had been alone for a day after he tried because his parents were busy focusing on his sibling. They helped his sibling master the art of flying and diving for food. His older sibling even caught his first fish, which he proudly ate at a rock while his parents celebrated it. That morning, his parents taunted him all the way for being a coward. Then the sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his legs that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. He stepped slowly out of the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing. Now explanation. The sun had now risen and he was feeling the heat more than ever because he was empty stomach since the night before. He stepped out his ledge and pretended to sleep on one leg to gain the attention of his family, and pretended to be falling asleep. Still, they took no notice of him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. His father was preening the feathers of his white back, only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now and again, she tore a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. Here is a word meaning preening. It means to tidy and clean its feathers. And hump, a rounded raised mass of earth or land. Scrap means discard. Now, no one noticed him. Even his siblings were sleeping. His father was cleaning his feather with his beak, and his mother was standing on another plateau, eating fish while she noticed him. The seagull got mad on seeing the fish because he was very hungry. He loved to tear away fish and scrape his beak now and then. Next paragraph. Ga ga ga, he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Ga kola, she screamed back derisively, but he kept calling plaintively, and after a minute or so he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him it. Here is word meaning. Plaintively means sad. Uttered means make a sound with one's voice. Means Syagul cried in hunger to his mom while his mother screamed back angrily, but he kept crying, which soon turned in a joyful scream at the sight of his mother flying towards him with the piece of fish. Now he leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted, her wings motionless, the piece of his fish in her beak, almost within reach of his beak. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she didn't come nearer, and then, maddened by hunger, he dipped at the fish. He got excited as she came nearer and thus leaned forward. Suddenly, she stopped not too far from him. Out of excitement and hunger, he dipped at the fish without realizing for a moment that he was afraid to fly. Next paragraph. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into space. Then a monstrous terror seized him, and his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards. The wind rushed against his breast feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong. Now he was soaring gradually downwards and outwards. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga 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 ga. And his mother swooped past him, her wings making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him, screaming. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him, curveting and banking and soaring and diving. Now here is the word meaning. Monstrous means horrible. Seized means grab. Headlong means with the head foremost. Soaring means flying or rising high in the air. Swoop means especially used for bird, move rapidly downwards through the air. And curveting means perform a series of jump on the hind legs. Now Syagul got so excited that he fell as soon as he tried. For a moment he was in a shock and stood still out of terror. All this lasted only for a moment, and soon his feathers opened as he flied. He could feel the wind against his breast feathers, stomach, and his wings. He could feel himself cutting through the air. He was not afraid anymore. He was just a bit nervous, but then his mother accompanied him. The whole family screamed out of excitement, thus celebrating his victory over fear. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly, and commended himself to dive and soar and curve, shrieking shrilly. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little rides moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and gaped amusedly. Now here is a word meaning. Shrilly means loudly. Chord means utter a caw. Range, it means watershed. Now explanation. Once he overcome his fear, he forgot that he was once afraid of it. He did all those things he once feared. He flied straight over the sea and could see the greenery and the mountains beneath him. He screamed out of joy as he enjoyed the victory. Now let's begin last paragraph. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings, but he was tired and weak with his hunger and couldn't rise. Exhausted by the strange exercise, his feet sank into the green sea and then his belly touched it, and he sank no farther. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish he had made his first flight. Now, last explanation. When he landed, his family landed along with him as a gesture that they were proud. They were screaming and shouting in excitement in their high pitched voice. He then went into the sea, where at first he got scared and thus panicked. He tried escaping but got tired and weak because of hunger. Thus, when he calmed down, he started floating in the sea he was once afraid of. His family was celebrating in excitement and offered him food as a praise. Finally, he had overcome his fear and had made his first flight. Now, students, I am going to tell you detailed summary his first flight. This story is about a young Siagul who is afraid to fly. All his younger siblings, despite their much shorter wing, flew fearlessly, while he couldn't gather the courage to trust his own wings. The young Siagul became sad when he saw his parents perfecting his younger and siblings in the art of flying. His parents scold and taunt him for not even trying, then even call him a coward. They tell him a lot to at least try and also threaten him to leave him alone and hungry if doesn't he. The following day he is left in isolation, and upon feeling hungry, he tries to seek the attention of his family members, only his mother, who is withering a fish in an attempt to eat. Notice his son. The young Siagul cries out of starvation, hoping his mother would help. On seeing his mother come to him with the fish, he gets excited, but on noticing that his mother is stopped midway, he gets maddened out of hunger and takes a dive at the fish. Forgetting for a moment that he is afraid to fly, finally he took his first flight. All the family members celebrate his victory by cheering and dancing around him. He also attempts at floating in the sea that he was once afraid of. Thus, he overcomes his fear and realizes that it is all in the mind. Now, students, you should know what is the message of his first flight. The Siagul convey the message of self-confidence, motivation, and self-reliance. Now, students, summary, introduction, and line by line explanation has been done. Thanks for watching and please subscribe my channel.